Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, reacting to Toronto Raptors 124-114 win against the Charlotte Hornets. And the Raptors are now on a 3-game win streak. And now, have we played against the greatest competition? No, the Charlotte Hornets these last 2 games have kind of looked like pickup games. There's no other real way to put it, but it's nice for the people that are hoping the Raptors turn around their season that they were able to get these W's. And the Portland Trailblazers, again, are a team that's struggling as of late as well, but the Raptors have been put on the back. Now, they've had multiple performances, especially in this one, that stood out, but Pascal Siakam this entire season has been dominant. He's been amazing for this Toronto Raptors team, and tonight, did it again. Pascal Siakam, just a remarkably efficient night. The Hornets don't have the defense to really stop the firepower the Toronto Raptors can put out there on the court when they're engaged, when they're locked in, when they're trying to get buckets, and Siakam tonight was frankly unstoppable. I mean, if you look at stats for this game, 35 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 11 of 13 shooting from the field, 3 of 3 from the three-point line, knocked down all of his free throws, and was just dominant out there against the Charlotte Hornets. He was getting shots from all over the court, and really, the Toronto Raptors, from the opening tip to the final buzzer, the Hornets kept it a little bit close. Like, it wasn't a blowout by any means, but the Raptors had this game firmly in their control this entire outing, and Pascal Siakam was a big part of it. It almost felt like the Raps weren't even trying at times. It's weird given how our season, we've struggled immensely throughout the course of the year, but man, shout out to Spicy P out here being dominant out there on the court. But 35 points. This guy's got to be an all-star, got to be all-NBA. He's still behind guys like Jimmy Butler and stuff in terms of all-star voting, but we know the coaches, we know different people out there will get him in because Pascal Siakam is just absolutely elite this season. He's on an MVP streak. He's, if he didn't get hurt there at the stretch, he was a top 5 MVP candidate coming in, before he went down with injury when the Raptors were winning games, but, he played well tonight. To stick with the positives, to keep the fun stuff rolling. Tonight, the Scottie Barnes Award, it's going to the guy that nearly had a triple-double in this one, and that's Scottie Barnes, who had 21 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds, and 8 of 14 shooting, took no threes, but was attacking the rim ferociously. And, he's been passive at times, been lacked aggression. Chris Boucher spoke out about it, and the entire team, Nick Nurse, they've come out and said that they want Scottie Barnes to be aggressive, and tonight he did that. He was attacking the rim, whether it be Mason Plumlee underneath, doing his thing, scoring around the basket. So I like seeing this version of Scottie Barnes. It's a cool look out there. But OG Anunoby again tonight, not the most efficient game, but 15 points. Right, you look at the stats, I should probably put the box score up. 15 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, playing remarkable defense. 6 of 15, but 3 of 8 from the three-point line, which is solid. Solid outing from him. I'll just run through the stats. I'll see what people are saying. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals for Fred VanVleet. 19 points for Gary Trent Jr., even though he was kind of selling from behind the three-point line. All the starters came out. Fred VanVleet didn't have to shoot too much in this one. People might say, 11 points for Fred VanVleet, let's trade him, let's sell him. Well, we didn't need more shots from Fred VanVleet. He took 8 shots in this one and, did his own thing. He did his own thing, knocked out, had 8 assists in this game. I think I had a little bucket odds and before the game, a little cool bet that you should go the over in Fred VanVleet. You would have hit it. It was at 7.5, so there's that. And off the bench tonight, Precious Achiuwa out here getting me to have the propaganda rolling a little bit as he had 10 points, 5 steals. And one thing about Precious, while he's certainly an inconsistent player and all that sort of stuff, Precious Achiuwa is elite on defense. He's an anchor to our defense, and him being out for a huge chunk of the season, in my opinion, is a big reason why our defense has really fallen off a cliff from last year, at least in terms of the advanced stats. So having Precious back in the lineup has been a nice add, nice plus. So you love to see that. And the minutes rotation still overloaded our guys a little bit. 38 minutes for OG and Siakam. That could definitely have gone down a little bit. Given the fact we're playing the Charlotte Hornets, we should have had this W. We had this game locked in from the start. Don't need to be playing those guys all of that run, but Fred VanVleet getting a little bit of a relax, but Malachi Flynn didn't have the biggest outing. coming off the bench, 0 points, 0-1 from the field. Again, just doing his thing out there. Koloko was in foul trouble a little bit, had 3 fouls, but 3 points. 1 and 2 from the field. And Precious had 10, and the cruise missile. Let's get the cruise missile shot off. 5 points, no threes for Bo Cruz, which is unfortunate, but doing the other things out there. Bo Cruz could just get his game going, and his 3-point shot rolling a little bit. It'd be nice to see. And Chris Boucher, 10 minutes in this one, which I'm kind of surprised. 5 rebounds. Nick Nurse probably could use his bench. I gave him some praise, and we didn't have a live after the last game against the Charlotte Hornets, but in the little video I put out about how he used the bench and used the rotation pretty well against the Charlotte Hornets. You don't need to be playing guys like Pascal Siakam that much run, but let's see what the chat is saying. But 3 in a row finally. That is true. That's nice to see. Raps stink. Yash. This game wasn't that intense, right? The true test is going to be the Toronto Raptors road trip they have coming up. I'm not going to read too much into this little win streak we have going, but it's nice that we won the games than rather losing them, or else we'd certainly be in blowed up stage, which El Trickster is saying, I hope they don't blow it up. And I agree. I don't want to see this entire team be sold, the entire roster get moved on from, but I do think some trades need to go down. Some trades need to be cooked up, but Raptors side is better than amateur. I don't know Jacob. Jacob. He's Goody's friend though. They work to Goody and Leafs Digest, Zach Phillips. They're all buddies. So no hate to Amateur Hour on here. Make some good videos. But Fred VanVleet is back. Tom M. Doing his thing. Fred VanVleet didn't really have to. He got some assists tonight. Nothing too crazy. But Raptors Digest is home. Always. But we need to spend a bit, need to be competitive. We're 19th in salary, and that's where we're at in the standings. Good point there, Trickster. Bell Media, or whoever owns us, Rogers, Bell, they don't like spending money when we're not in contention status. We're not trying to make a run. So to stay out of the luxury tax, doesn't make sense. The Raptors are going to dip into the luxury tax at this point, but definitely this off season, if we don't go in that tanking route, money needs to be spent. I agree with that. And Fred playing exactly the way we want him to. That is true. That is true. Again, tonight we didn't need Fred to score a bunch. We're playing the Charlotte Hornets. This is what it is. Sweet pressure. I saw Paul Blunt throwing in the Fiji water animations. You love to see that. But him and Scottie played the best together I've ever seen. And they had that chemistry. They just had a little event for Raptors charity. I think they were at Sick Kids Hospital. I'm not sure where they were, but built up some chemistry over there. You love to see it, but just Charlotte, I realized, but things are trending up. That's true. It's nice that we got these 3 wins, and we're going on the most important stretch of the season right now, because we're going on the road. The games are going to be tough, and if we just, go, I think 10 of our next 11 games, don't quote me on this, but a lot of our next games are on the road, and if the Toronto Raptors don't win these games, they don't get those W's, then there's going to be some selling happen at the trade deadline. But if they don't, they prove to Masai Ujiri and Bobby Webster that they can turn things around. Maybe we can add some value back. And Sean's thrown in Kem, Flynn, and Boucher for Turner. We'd have to throw in some draft capital, I'd imagine. But I don't know what Turner's trade value actually is going to be given his free agent status coming up this summer. But, we'll see. We'll see if that could get done. I'd accept that deal, but I don't know if the Pacers would accept it. But, it's pretty interesting stuff. But the Toronto Raptors came out, got the W, and made the people betting on the Toronto Raptors pretty happy. And as I said in the video earlier today, bet on the Toronto Raptors would have been a nice hit the over. They hit the over on this. Fred VanVleet hit the over in assists. But if you guys are interested in sports betting, definitely check out the CoolBet app. You can use the link down below to sign up for the sportsbook. They're regulated in Ontario. They're available all across Canada. You bet on every single Toronto Raptors game, NBA game, really any sport in general. Little prop bets, you can have going about specific players, hit the overs, the unders, whatever you're interested in. And if you sign up, you get some boosted odds, some Raptors Digest special boosted odds. And just let myself or Goody know on IG or wherever you want to find us, Discord, and we'll get you those boosts. So definitely sign up for the CoolBet app. Helps us out big time. And shout out to CoolBet for sponsoring the channel. But Gurman saying, what's up, Ben? Hope you're doing good. Great practices. Got my first game on Sunday. Nice. Good luck in your game, sir. Good luck. I'm in a little tournament this weekend as well. So hopefully we all get some W's. The Raptors, Gurman, myself. But personally, I'm not trading for Turner. I don't mind acquiring Turner. I think Miles Turner would be a cool acquisition. He's got some length, he's got some size, he can block shots and all that sort of stuff. But if the price is right, for Miles Turner, that's what would be key. But let's swing into the segments. And tonight, spicy Pelay of the day. There's a few moments into it. Scottie Barnes being aggressive, Pascal Siakam hitting shots, but the end of Fred VanVleet hitting a clutch dagger down the stretch. It looked like the Hornets were going to make one of those fake comebacks. Maybe the Hornets watched our video the other day and said, hey, maybe we should try some of that ethical tanking, and they really pushed hard at the end. But Fred VanVleet caught a three in the corner. It was early in the clock too, but knocked down a corner three, which was cool to see. Hit a little dagger to seal the deal for the Toronto Raptors. So shout out to Fred VanVleet for knocking down that shot. But not all plays to be the spicy Pelay of the day, and some just make you say, oh geez. And tonight, oh geez play of the day. It's happened in a couple possessions prior. The Hornets were making one of those fake comebacks. They were doing their thing, and LaMelo Ball ends up selling an open layup, who himself had a pretty solid game for the Charlotte Hornets out in this one, but did his thing, and made sure the Hornets had their best chance of Victor Wembanyama this offseason and sold the layup, hoping the Raptors don't make their push for the tank. But the final word of the night is the one, the only, the infamous Paul Pierce Golden Kazoo of the evening. And the Golden Kazoo, it's going to, it's going to, no one really on the Raptors deserves it. No one had that horrible of an outing. Would have been nice to see Flynn hit that. We got the Scottie poster Jay's bringing up, but definitely no G's there. I guess the Kazoo is going to the Toronto Raptors for just being boring, right? And they could be turning things around. They could be switching things up, in the next couple of weeks. Getting their wing streak rolling and going into the season. But if we could get nice little, either go in one direction, right? Looked like we were tanking there. I brought up the ethically tanking video, brought up with you guys a bunch of Raptors therapy sessions in terms of how we're feeling about it. And the Raptors, they aren't in the tank mode just yet at their 3-game winning streak that they have going right now. But if we need to go in a direction. So hopefully we either win a bunch of games or we commit to the losing. But Flynn played with energy and 3 dimes in the span of 2 minutes. That's true. Had 14 minutes out there on the court. I don't know. I want Flynn to knock down some threes. If he's going to be a reliable backup, he needs to do more than just facilitate a little bit. Good win, but slow down with the Pascal's elite talk, please. What are you talking about, Alex? What are you talking about, sir? Pascal Siakam is absolutely elite. He's playing like a top 10 player this season. Stats have been remarkable. Came out, had 11 of 13 from the field, knocked down his threes. Pascal Siakam has been absolutely remarkable. He's more than elite. I could have went harder in that title with that. But we need a tank animation. We'll see how the next week or so goes, Kenneth. We'll see how the next week or so. I was going to bring back the old one, but we'll see. We'll see how we go on that front. But we'll see how the Toronto have. Flynn is a rotation player. Yeah, if he's not hitting his shots, he's not that elite on defense to where he makes up for everything. I don't know. We've seen a decent sample size now of Flynn being in our rotation, and I don't know how I'm feeling about it. So it's a tough situation there. But folks, I don't think we have to dwell on this game against the Charlotte Hornets. The real juice is going to be when we're playing actual teams that aren't tanking themselves. So I don't want to dwell on this game. Appreciate everyone that tuned in and checked out this video. But see how elite he is in the playoffs. Alex, he was elite last year in the playoffs. He also had like a 30-piece in his first game in the NBA Finals. No Siakam slander taken in these chats. But talk about Dragic and his higher aspirations. He's not quick enough. He can't shoot well enough. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to bag on Malachi Flynn, but he's going to go on a 10-game win streak. If the Raptors go on a 10-game win streak, I'm all here for it. I would like to see it. Sean, why isn't banned to play anymore? Even with the G League commitment, he should get some minutes with the younger group in the main squad. And honestly, I don't mind what Nick Nurse is doing there, Sean, because the Raptors, they hadn't committed to either Malachi Flynn, Delano Banton, or Jeff Doughton. When they ran both of them, sort of split their minutes, both of them looked really bad. And then I like that he made a decision. Hey, we're going to give 14, 15, 20 minutes a night to Malachi Flynn to be the backup point guard for a few games here. See how he looks, see how he is playing. We've given him a decent sample size there now, and I wouldn't mind the Raptors going in that direction with Delano Banton. Just let him run, let him have the opportunity to come off the bench and provide, give his game going, but it's we need to see those consistency going. Those consistent minutes given to the guys. But we did it last year. I think 12 game. If we can go on a win streak, that is key. But I look forward to your lives after every game. Keep it up. Appreciate you. Shalinda. Always trying to get those games going. But the one thing I got the morning gym sessions on the go now, so been a little bit more sleepy, but the games are interesting. Having fun with it. We'll be rolling. The other day I was absolutely exhausted, so I couldn't even get it rocking. L-Tricks are saying, yeah, it was the melanin. I think melatonin L-Tricks are not the melanin pills. And clearly I'm not on any melanin pills there. But hey Ben, what do you think about this trade? OG from Moody, Wiseman, and Patrick? I'm not sure who's Patrick's. It's in 3 first-round picks. We can get 3 first-round picks for OG. That would be a pretty nice return if we do end up trading him, and a couple prospects there. So that would be cool. Banton for Flynn. Yeah, I want to see Banton get some opportunity in terms of getting consistent minutes out there night in, night out. So yeah, that's what we want to see. So 130 piece in the playoffs makes you an elite player. Wow. He literally led us in a championship run. He was our second best player, second best scorer on an NBA championship team. I don't know what you're talking about, man. The only playoffs he struggled in is when he was injured. Sorry. When he came back from not playing and touching basketball for three months or whatever. But Banton currently focused on his opponents in the G League, and that's a good thing. Fair. How do you feel about the possibility of OG Anunoby departing? I don't want to see OG Anunoby traded. I don't want to see it, and that's why I'm frustrated. That's why I feel bad because I have a weird feeling that he might get dealt. So, I don't know. I feel like Masai Ujiri likes to sell high on guys. So, I could see OG Anunoby on his way out, but I don't want it to happen. I'm making that clear on these pods. But question, will Scottie be the best Raptor at the end of his career? YOLO. I'll say he will be. But that could be a hot take. We'll see what ends up happening. He needs to develop to a top 10, a top elite player. But, they already have OG, same as Andrew Wiggins. They might want Siakam, yeah. If the Raptors trade OG for anything less than 2 firsts and an actual role player, I'm becoming a fan of a different team. That's completely fair. That's completely fair. But 2K21 server shut down. It's really sad. Tom M, what's Josh been going on with Siakam? Let me know. Tom M, give me a little summary. I'm not usually tuned in for Goodies lives. I try to peep in every now and then, but I'm watching the Raps game. I usually watch it with the fam. So what's Goody saying about the old Pascal Siakam? But I trade OG Anunoby for Dyson Daniels and a first. Dyson Daniels will be a cool return. If we get Herb Jones in on it too, I don't know if that's what's on the go. But that'd be a nice return. OG out. Lamowing. Not gonna happen. I don't know. The Vegas betting odds would disagree. They're expecting OG Anunoby to be the most likely to be traded. Hoping it doesn't happen though. But I feel like Masai Ujiri's a dude that's really trying to sell high on players and trying to get the most value for guys. And I don't know. OG Anunoby's having a ridiculous season. I mean, I think I have his stats up. I think I have his stats up here. Yeah, 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, 2.2 steals. Like these numbers are money right now. So it's what's happening. But what's up with the Pascal slander? Isn't he tearing it up in the court right now? That's what I'm saying, Harrison. I don't know what people are going on with. I don't know what people are saying. Even Goody tried to talk him down, throw some stats on him. What's he saying? Threatened to put a curse on him. That's what we want to see. That's what I want to see. See on anyone slandering Pascal, the curses get thrown out. I've been impressed by Precious's bad past few games, and Scottie had a great game today in a dunk session today for Scottie. Trent had a bad game. You can blame him for those great 10 games. Yeah, those guys have been great there. Gurman, where'd you put Riker's body? I don't know, man. Supposed to see him over Christmas. Didn't pull up. But still, Siakam does not win the playoffs from Josh. Siakam was great last year in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. No more guys who can't shoot. Only two-way players. That's fair. And in theory, we have a bunch of guys that are two-way players. You know, their career three-point shooting percentages have been good, but you know, they're not hitting shots this season. And 22, 7, and 6 in the playoffs is elite. Yeah. 22, 7, and 6 is absolutely amazing for playoff basketball, especially when you watch the games and looking at the buckets he was putting in. You know, the Raptors were depleted with injuries. The entire focus of the Philadelphia 76ers defense was on Pascal. He was hitting ISO shots. He was hitting some of the toughest baskets in that series. The fouls weren't going his way. That's absolutely elite. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But I'd rather have Siakam than Harden, Paul George. True. Definitely now. Like, obviously, Harden has had the better career, and probably Paul George has up until this point. But at this point in their careers, I'd rather have Pascal. 110%. But no more guys that can shoot. Yeah, that's what's happening. OG for Dyson Daniels, Herbs, Hayes, 3 first-round picks. Definitely there's 0% chance the Pelicans accept that, but I'd accept it. That would be a deal I'd probably be happy OG and Anunoby going out. Even though I think OG is amazing. Literally might be my favorite Toronto Raptor right now. If we're getting Herb, Dyson, and Hayes and 3 picks, there's no other way. No other way but to say accept that deal. But no. You wouldn't do that? Terry M? Those guys are good. Dyson Daniels, Herb Jones. Herb Jones is like a little mini OG Anunoby. That's the thing. So you have a lot of prospects. And then you probably get Webanyama. These last 3 games, albeit not great competition, the ball movement has been way better. And we do have guys who can shoot. They're shooting better and better with ball movement. That is definitely 100% true. That is definitely 100% true. And product of that is the poor Hornets defense and Blazers defense. But part of that is Nick Nurse running through the rotations, doing his thing. But yeah, we'll remarketing to the Raptors would be cool. I would be sad if OG got traded. Definitely. I like Trey Murphy, Daniels, Hayes, and picks for Fred. Interesting. I don't know if the Pelicans accept that one, but you know, you'd accept that. Put Herb right there in the trash. Hey, Herb Jones is he's a beast, man. He is a beast. But Kyle Lowry got traded. I wasn't as sad when Lowry left because we kind of knew it was going to happen. I was more sad when midway through the year when we thought we were going to deal him halfway through the season, but this was Herb Jones can't shoot. He's an elite defender. He's developing a 3-point shot. I haven't kept a close eye in terms of his 3-point shooting stats this season. Halfway point in the season, Pascal is on track to become the 10th player in NBA history to record 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Somehow he's not elite, guys. Somehow he's not elite. Get out of here with that nonsense. People roasting Pascal. Agree with Tom. Anyone roasting Pascal? It's getting the smoke on the live here tonight. What about adding garbage player like Buddy Cousins? Hey, may help the tank, baby. May help the tank. Be cool to see Jamal Murray in a Raptors jersey. That's true. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 2027. Let's make it happen, folks. Let's make it happen. Second player in NBA history to hit those marks with less than 3 turnovers per game. Yeah, Pascal Siakam is having a very, very amazing Toronto Raptors season this year. He's having a terrible season. Hey, buy low on the Herb, baby. Buy low on Herb Jones. I'd love to see him in a Raptors uniform. But folks, yeah, lots of trade talks, lots of random stuff happening. You guys are the best to make it this far in the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You know, check out the Coolbet app. You know, we're almost at 27K subs as well, so definitely hit that subscribe button if you're one of the 100 people in here. You know that you want to support the channel, helps us out big time. But folks, you guys are the best. I'm signing out. Cheers.